Even Music Master is gone.
We had such great times.
We hated to see you go.
We miss you.
But not too much.
Clash Royale has evolved since then.
We already know the best teams.
But now we want to know
Who is the best player in the world?
You have what it takes to be the best.
Slaton.
Europe.
Asia.
China.
Africa.
North America.
See you all in the arena.
Well, hello and good morning, everybody. Or good afternoon, good evening, good night, if that's the part of the world that you're in. It's 6 a.m. in Montana, 5 a.m. in California. We can say all the different time zones. There you go, all the different time zones. Where it might be throughout the world, but we know it's the same time everywhere. Time for the NoTilt World Championship Eastern Semifinal Day 2. And it's going to be a good one, folks. Excited to have you here. Hello, welcome. I'm Rich Slaton, caster for Clash Royale League. You're either watching this on YouTube or on NoTilt. Either way, it's early in the morning for me. Yeah, Trainer Taco saying, Rich looks so tired. Oh my God, I am tired. I woke up at 5 a.m. to do this one. And let me tell you something. 5 a.m. is a time I wish on no man. Doesn't matter how much coffee you drink, how many showers you take, how much jet fuel you inject directly into your eyeballs. 5 a.m. is still 5 a.m. no matter what. But I'm here because it's the NoTilt World Championship. Going to be some great Clash Royale action. 4 of the East's best. 2 teammates in today's top 4 bracket. So a little drama with that one today. Hire and Soloman, both of WEDGM, competing in this top 4 to qualify for the next stage. And then we also have 2 other additions, Pandora and DIMA, 2 other talented players who will be battling it out for a spot at the top. Some are saying my voice is 100% different than the afternoon, my morning voice. Well, you could be right. Who knows? I am unfamiliar with one or the other. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chat here from any open tournaments today. No, today.
The No-Tilt World Championship
Well, we're doing
has
this. Check
4
it out.
stages. Stage 1 was the No-Tilt 20-win challenge. The winners are now in Stage 2, the qualifier brackets, where we have 8 East brackets and 8 West brackets of 1,024 players that will be streamed from semifinals to finals. The winners of Stage 2 will qualify to Stage 3, the group stage. We will have 1 East group of 8 players and 1 West group of 8 players that will battle in a single round-robin format. The 4 top players of each group will qualify to Stage 4, playoffs, and grand final, where these 16 players will battle in a single elimination bracket to become the new Clash Royale champion of the world.
Did you guys hear that beautiful voiceover? That excellent voice work? Who was that? Yeah, that's your boy Rich Slaton on the voiceover. Good morning, good luck with the stream. Thanks, Meccano. Guys, it's going to be a good one today. I'm excited. Despite it being so early in the morning that even the devil isn't awake, I'm here with you guys for some great Clash Royale action. The No-Tilt World Championship, as you saw in that video, everyone competed. Everybody. I mean, pretty much everybody. Do you have Clash Royale? Did you do the 20-win challenge? Then you competed. You were part of this tournament. You. Yeah, I'm talking to you specifically, whoever thinks this might be about you. And if you think it isn't, it's also about you. Take a look at the prize pool here. Stage 2 winners. Each bracket winner wins $1,000, but then moves on to the Stage 3. Ooh, boy. Top 4 players, 4 per region. We're trying to go for that big prize, piece of that $50,000 prize pool. First place, $10K. That's 10 grand. That's $10,000. That is, let's do some math on that one. $10,000. That's millions of 10-cent hamburgers at McDonald's, I believe. I don't know how math works exactly, but I believe I'm pretty close on that one. So first place will get $1,450 after they've done all their winnings. $14,500. That's quite a chunk of change. For $14,500, you could buy one solid 6-wheeler ATV from Polaris Outdoor Sporting Goods. I know because I looked up that price yesterday and realized I cannot afford a 6-wheeler ATV. But the winner of this could buy one 6-wheeler ATV, fully loaded, by the way, with all the accessories, or potentially 2 just straight up 4-wheelers, 4x4s. They could get that one done if they wanted to. So we'll see how they choose to spend their money. Maybe they invest it. That's also a possibility. You know, be responsible. Do you? Whatever you want to do with this money. For me, it's all about just buying as many ATVs as possible with those winnings. So guys, we'll be with the action here in just a few moments. I'm really excited to see Hire and Soloman in particular. 2 of the top out of the East. Of course, you saw them at CRL World Finals with WEDGM, where they went to the final match against Team Liquid, who, of course, were the eventual world champions. Hire and Soloman, though, a great 2v2 duo and solid, high-skilled head-to-head players as well. So expecting one of those 2 to go through, but Pandora and DIMA might have something to say about it. We'll see if they can take them out. Distinctive possibility here. And for those of you just joining on YouTube, hello and welcome. I can see a few people joining in on the YouTube side. Let me take a look at something here. Apparently my YouTube chat doesn't look like it's working. Let me see if YouTube chat is working. Well, we'll find out in just a couple of moments. Guys, we are just a few minutes away from the first of our big semifinals. Of course, Hire and Soloman we just talked about. On the other side, Pandora and Demas. Pandora, of course, has appeared in No-Tilt League Special Edition briefly with Space Station Gaming when they were playing under a pseudonym. He'll be facing off against Hire in our first one. Demas, who usually has a $sign in the name, I believe, going up against Soloman on the other side of this bracket. Very excited to see it. It should be a great one. So here we go. We're down to the top 4 from this 1,000-player bracket, 1,024-player bracket. 8 of these in each region, 8 in the East, 8 in the West. The top 4 making it here. Top 4 making it all the way to this stage. Of course, there are 8 of these in each side, so some of these players getting more than one shot at it. We've already had Jupiter King qualify out of the East of Tribe Gaming with a great performance, beating Igor and then beating Yakitori 2 days ago to secure his spot in the next round. And yes, Demas is a member of Liquid Academy. You are right there, Swimmer, in the Trovo chat. So coming up first, though, Pandora and higher. This will be a fun one. Bringing up some of Pandora's stats here for those of you who don't know Pandora as well. Of course, there are 5,000 Pandoras on Royale API. We'll see if you can find the right one. I believe this is the correct one, 8.4K personal best. So some version of bait out of Pandora. Higher looking like potentially RG here. Bans are Magic Archer and Fisherman, aka Fish Boy. AKA Fish Slapper. So double bait for Minadora, who I guess that's Pandora's mini. And higher still looking potentially like a Royal Giant deck. Barrel into the right-hand side, first minute away. No significant offense either direction, slight lead for higher. I do not believe the new balance changes are live quite yet, folks, so those of you looking to see the spell tower damage reduction, things like that. New bowler, I don't believe those are live until Tuesday. But of course, the season is over. Jonah taking #1 on ladder, controversially with the Stinky Cheese deck, Eagle and Battle Healer. Some chat on Twitter about that. Some people less happy than others. So first 2 minutes away, and things pretty even so far. Only 16 HP separating the two players. Double bait so far doing okay for higher, staying in the game. But not quite able to, or for Pandora, not quite able to spread higher that thin. Here we go, higher now. They were in double, setting up RG behind King Tower. Royal Giant play has certainly evolved over time. People have grown to understand it in various ways. It has become more fast cycle. It used to be more heavily beat downish. But now RG cycle is the name of the game. Royal Giant to the right-hand side. Bomb Tower picks it up. So again, here we go. Pandora with the advantage as we head into sudden death overtime. RG pressure at the bridge now. Skeleton Dragons behind Heal Spirit. They're going to be well-timed with that Heal Spirit as well. And this time Royal Giant takes the lead back for Higher. Minute 35 left. Log to the right-hand side, 1476. This gets dangerous for Pandora at this stage. RG to the left-hand lane. Bomb Tower picks it up. And that's 5:22. This should be it. That should be a big-time finish. RG to the left-hand lane here. I don't believe, no, Bomb Tower does bring it in, but Fireball onto the left-hand side. Just a matter of time, folks, at this stage. Unless Higher makes a huge mistake at some point, it's going to be a GG well played for the WEDGM player. And there you go, GG, well played. Higher takes game number 1. Take a look at the stats view. Give me 1 second here, folks. Checking on something on my end. Those of you watching on YouTube, go ahead and check us out on Trovo. I can see there's about 100 or so of you watching over there. 223 of you, actually, to be more precise. Why is this chat not working? Guys, I am trying to, oh, there we go. Sorry, YouTube. I popped out the chat and it had not been working. But now I can see you. So I wasn't ignoring your chat over there on YouTube. For some reason it was glitched, but now I see you guys. Hey, how are you? Good to see everybody. Here we go, game number 2. Michelle, do I know why? Do I know why what? I'm not seeing a first part of your question, Michelle, over on YouTube. Do I know why the sky is blue? Yeah, that's refraction, I believe. Do I know... Do I know why it's better to eat dessert at lunch than at dinner? Yes, because of metabolism tonight. So Pandora most likely going Mortar GY once he's the Musketeer. The first 3 cards could have been the minor version of this deck, but once you see the Musketeer comes out, you're going Mortar. Or you're going GY as opposed to the minor. And Graveyard is in. Knight trying its best to defend on its own. Archers come down in the back. So it's going to be a Graveyard versus Graveyard battle here, folks. A fast cycle version out of Higher. Do I know the player Y? I don't know any player named Y. Just the letter Y, that's it. That's his whole name. That's presumptuous. And those bats are having a meal on the left-hand side, 1797. Low Mortar here, working away on the bar butt. Here we go, Knight, Cannon Cart, and Musketeer setting up on the left-hand side. So far, Higher's had no real opportunity to make any sort of offense happen. Bonnie saying, wait, it's all Clash Royale? What do you mean? The Clash Royale titled stream is all Clash Royale? Yep, that would be correct. Higher, starting a little bit of Poison Cycle in. This could benefit Higher the deeper we go into double and triple Elixir. I believe to everyone asking about balance changes, those come into play on Tuesday, as they typically do. Ah, okay. I don't keep up with every single meme, Bonnie, but I will. Now I know that one. I know that meme. Wait, it's all Clash Royale? Good meme. Solid. I give it an 87%. Rich, any thoughts on the balance? Ask Silent Noises. Well, cards changed. I am skeptical about the log balance. I don't love it got a tower damage reduction and got a range nerf. That's a pretty big nerf to log overall. And I've heard people say that it means you cannot counter both a Goblin Barrel and a Princess in the same log when the Princess is at the bridge against bait, and I really don't like that. So we'll see. Is Trovo the new Mad Cat? Yes, Trovo is the title for Mad Cat now that it's been put out in, now it's gone beyond the original beta. So yes, Trovo is the rebranding for Mad Cat. So game number 2 in the books, Higher and Pandora all tied up. What do I think about this deck? Miner, Balloon, Valk, Skeletons, Ice Wizard, Tornado, Bomb Tower, and Zap. Oh, sounds like Miner Loon Cycle with Ice Wiz control. That's a deck, Michelle. Seems like it would work. I do like the general reduction in spell damage to towers. The community was asking for it, and they delivered. So I also like giving the bowler some love. We'll see how that one turns out. Bats needed a nerf, so that's fair. Bats nerf is a good one. So what is, hey Rich, what's 9 plus 10? Tintu, no idea. No idea. I quit school after the 3rd grade, went out to the woods to hunt deer for their pelts to sell out in the out of the trading posts in the wilderness, and never looked back. Never learned my numbers. Barely can read. Arnob, why hasn't Andrew joined you for this cast? Because it's 5 in the morning in California, and we're just doing this on my channel. There you go. I mean, I can't even believe I'm awake for this cast. What am I doing awake? How do I feel about the Royal Delivery nerf? Ask Miguel. The knockback feels like it'll kill it. We'll see. I have yet to see it. I mean, we'll see it in action, but the loss of any knockback seems like... Yeah, the log range reduction seems like it could be bad. We'll see. And the knockback for delivery seems like it'll make Royal Delivery no longer a spell people use. But we'll see. So Pandora looking like it's going to be Graveyard. Could be Golem, looking like Graveyard. Might be Golem, looking like Graveyard. I don't sound sleepy at all, Silent Noises. I am exhausted. I'm barely awake. My eyes are actually closed. So if I make any mistakes, it's just I'm just trying to pretend that I know what's happening. I'm making it up as I go. Are there 2 Goblin cages down? I have no idea. My eyes are closed. That sounded like a fireball. No amount of coffee can combat waking up at 5 a.m., let me tell you. Pigs into the right-hand side. Ice Wiz Bar Barrel in response so far. Game number 3, all the WD Gem player higher. In a deck like Miner Balloon Fisherman Cycle, are arrows a good replacement for delivery? I'm 50-50 on that one. Arrows do have their value, but the issue is the knockback gave so much value, especially in defending against aerial attacks. I don't mean the Little Mermaid, I mean a balloon. Poison in left-hand side. So just like that, Pandora back in the game. Higher, though, extends his lead with that fireball. Fake Lapicati in the chat. Real fake Lapicati in the chat. Guys, if you are on the YouTube chat, go check out the Trovo side because that's where the fake Lapicati gang is hanging out. We have, so far in the chat, we have a Lapicati, fake Lapicati, real fake Lapicati. Who else showed up today in the FLG? Quite a group. Yes, the matches are BO5 for those of you asking on the YouTube side. Pigs, Heel Spear, and Skeleton Dragons. Right-hand lane. Higher starting to pour it on here in the final 90 seconds. Fireball in. Will make some more room. That tower on the right-hand side in dangerous territory. But 628 on the left. Things are getting real close. Graveyard push in here. Spears, high delivery. A solid NATO, but this time Higher ready for it with the Skeleton Dragons. Fireball, Pigs, Heel Spirit gets in there. Will there be enough to chip this one down? Much, not at all. 4-16, both players putting together really good defense in these final stages. Bats high on the night. Oh, that could be it here. That's a pretty nasty NATO. And Pandora takes game number 2, now has match point in this best of 5. Miguel Embuido, how'd you get this job commentating for CR? Well, Supercell invited 16 of us to Finland and put us into a dirt-filled pit, threw in one sword and said, you know what to do. And while it's unfortunate I have the blood of 15 other potential casters on my hands, I emerged victorious, and here I am as your caster for Clash Royale. Rich, when do pro players in the NoTilt World Championships submit their bans? I have no idea. I have no clue. Monty, Rich, real question here. Is it harder to stream than to cast since you take time away from the commentary to entertain also the chat? It's 50-50, Monty. I enjoy this sort of thing because I can have fun with the chat. You know, they're two different pieces of the same skill. Obviously a little less buttoned up for a stream like this one. Sometimes I might take it a little bit more seriously and really go after it. But, yeah, a little more buttoned up on the official CRL broadcasts. Don't you worry. But here it's a little more chill. It's really early in the morning. Really early in the morning. I have watched it go from dark to somewhat light. And here we go. Hey, thanks, Michelle. I really appreciate the compliment. What deck am I going to run this season after nerfs to minor and spells? I'm trying to figure out what's a good deck that does not rely on a lot of spell damage on towers to get the win. Drink Red Bull. I got coffee. Let's see. Tumas. I can imagine Rich Lane other casting them up a bit. Hey, Tumas. I'll tell you this much. My left high kick is deadly. Right kick, hospital. Left kick, cemetery. You know what I'm saying? So waiting here on game number 4. Hog Mortar will be good potentially, says Lawler. Maybe that's why we saw Igor run it 4 times in a row in yesterday's semifinal. Drink water. Water is the superior drink. Water is for wimps. I only drink coffee and motor oil. Electro Wizard saying, I think... Le Electro Wizard saying, I think Harley will be playing Royal Giant and Pandora will be playing Elixir Gold. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I'm still waiting on this next one. It'll happen at some point. At some point in the future, that next one will happen. Who knows where that future is? Who knows what it's like? How many brackets can these pros play in each? Savage plays excellent question. How many can they play in? Well, they can play in all 8 if they don't make it to the top 4. If you do make it to the top 4, you have to skip the next bracket. So every top 4 you make means one less that you can't play in. So these players who you're seeing today can play in a maximum of 7 at this stage. If they make another top 4, they will be able to play a maximum of 6 and so on. You cannot play in the qualifier portion of the bracket that's the same day as the one that you are when you're playing your whatchamacallit, your semifinal. Locorenda Limbo, you have liked the stream. You've done something huge. Harris, do I do this full time? Yeah. I'm a full-time esports individual, casting, content creation, production, that sort of thing. I also, on the side, I do voodoo to convince every game's balance changer to ignore their communities. So if you really hate what's going on in Apex Legends right now, that's my fault. I cast a hex on them. But this spell, this balance change, that was all me. I cast a spell to make all the spell nerfs get happen, and here we go. Yeah, that's it. Soulish Crow, that's an interesting question about Prince. Prince didn't get a nerf until it just disappeared, even in the pro scene. I don't really know what happened there with Prince, because Prince is still super strong with that 3% buff, and just no one's using it. No one's using Prince. And I'm wondering if it's because the game is so swarmy right now that Prince just isn't that viable by comparison. RG Hunter Fisherman should still be pretty strong. The only issue, I mean, the real question is what happens because of the reduction in spell crown tower damage. I think decks that run double small spell will get a slight buff because of that. And I think that decks that don't rely, basically any deck that does not run a big spell, I think gets a buff because of this spell to tower reduction. Spell damage to tower reduction. There we go. That's the word. Minor wall breakers in for hire. Pandora looking just like a control deck right now. I don't think the range is that long, Harris. Here we go. Final 2 minutes, sudden death overtime. Hire trying to hold on and send this thing to game number 5. Looks like he'll do it. Wallbreaker's not going to connect, but one more poison will finish things off. We're going to game number 5. Pandora trying to stay alive, not going to do it. GG, well played. Game 5 incoming. We got a battle on our hands, folks. Yep, Mikey, another early morning. Welcome to the stream over on the Trovo side. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube and want to really support me directly, go check it out on Trovo. Pandora, probably looking at that Inferno Tower going, why? Why was there an Inferno Tower? Oh, my lord. Savage plays, yes, there will be West, not tomorrow, today. West later today, of course. After a couple hours after this will be the next bracket starting, and then on the other side of it will be the after that around I think 12 Pacific time is the new Western semis. Will P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam still be viable? Yeah, I think so, because I think that P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam tends to use poison more for control purposes and defensive purposes than for offensive purposes. EQ not getting a nerf might actually mean that the RG cycle goes back to EQ versions. That's interesting. Do I think Minor Loon XE NATO Cycle 3.0 is a good deck at the moment? I don't think Executioner is that great in general. But do as you will. Here we go, game number 5. Winner moves on. Loser is forced to turn their phone in and watch it be crushed by a giant tractor. I couldn't think of the one that flattens out pavement. It's early in the morning. Toro asking, have I seen that there are far fewer players registered for these tournaments? Yes, I have. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what that's about. Yeah, the 2 spells that are not being reduced in King Tower, or in Crown Tower damage are EQ, and then what's the other one that just got reworked for that one? There are 2. I can't remember what the other one is. As a reminder, Fishboy and the white-haired fella, both banned. Here we go, looking like Pandora going back to Graveyard one more time. Minor Wall Breakers for hire. And Tornado, there you go. Yeah, because Tornado just got its changes, and I think that's right. I don't think it made sense to reduce Crown Tower damage to EQ or Tornado right now. Why are they nerfing high skill cards, Agent Smith? Are you just talking about Minor exclusively or something else? Because they nerfed Rocket, which is real not high skill. They nerfed Bats, which desperately needed it. Nice Minor there from higher, knowing that NATO's out of cycle. Go to the inside, right at that spot. Good awareness out of higher. Solid awareness out of higher. Well, because Minor's use rate is so insanely high, Agent Smith. Now, I don't know if this was the correct nerf. We'll find out, but they're nerfing Minor because Minor is so insanely popular. I think that a nerf to Poison might have been sufficient as a sub-nerf to Minor. Hire trying to hold on here, has to play the defensive Wall Breakers. That's always a rough one. Log trying to make some more room. Knight gets on tower. Hire has no elixir and a ton to deal with right now. That's going to be a GG, I believe. That's it. Pandora. Taking it in 5. Moves on to our finals. Hire goes out in the semis. Hire just ran out of elixir. Turning out his pockets going, don't I have a dime here? Anything? Lawler, there is a poison nerf. I haven't asked for a poison nerf. There is one. Poison is being nerfed. Can I do Pro v Pro with Brad? Says Harris. I don't think he's still competing. And yes, Hire was on WGM Savage Plays. Not was, is. So there you go. Pandora moving on to the next stage. Do I think that Mega Knight should hit air units when used because he feels too underwhelming for Sylvan Elixir? Elion, my guess here is that you are the only person in this entire chat who has that opinion. Rest of you guys, chime in. Do you think the Mega Knight is an underwhelming card right now and needs to hit air units when it comes down? What do you guys think? How do I think Lava can be nerfed? I don't know. Here we go, take a look at some of the action. Electro was like, Rich, how old are you? 36. I'm a full-on adult. What with a job and a child and a wife and everything. Yeah, I don't think there's a real compelling reason to do anything significant to the Mega Knight. My take on Giant Graveyard Golem Clone deck in August meta. They'll be there. Again, I think that any deck that doesn't run a big spell, doesn't rely on a big spell, will get a slight buff. So, number 1 in the books. Another card that is named Rich. It's a card named after me. Do I think Flying Machine might need a buff? I don't know. You thought it was just about 30. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Thanks, I guess, or not thanks, or I don't know. But yeah, many of your favorite casters are older than you think, I believe. Koji-san in Spanish is 68. No one knows that about him. But yeah, Koji-san, 68 years old. Has had both hips replaced. Has a fake knee on the left-hand side. Loki is saying, you want to pay me to play one season of 2v2 ladder with you. It's an interesting prospect. Where is Elsiab? Yu Yang Lim. I'm guessing in China, if I were to guess where he is in the world right now. I would guess China. But, you know, could be anywhere. Rich exposing him. Who am I exposing? Oh, Koji-san? Oh, yeah, I know. 68. Two hip replacements. And a trick knee on the left-hand side. Yep, there you go. Take a look at some more chat here. How's my buddy Andrew? Andrew Chinmay is actually a vampire. He never ages. He has been, he has looked 28 since the year 1345 when he was first turned. So, yeah, I mean, Andrew's, I guess technically that makes Andrew hundreds of years old. But he's been frozen in the same, looking the same age for the better part of a millennium at this point. Harris asking, am I streaming from home? I'm streaming from my parents' home, actually. I'm visiting my family in Montana. Normally I stream from my home in Los Angeles. Now I'm in Montana. So RG for Soloman. You look drowsy, dude. Are you caffeinated? Dude, Shivnak, I woke up at 5 a.m. for this. I went to bed. Didn't fall asleep until a little after midnight. Woke up at 5 a.m. Here we are. Yeah, Rich, Nem Sensei I don't believe has played in a long time, right? How old is Seth? Asked Moses Paul. Seth is ageless. Ageless, I tell you. Is Sir Tag in it? No, Online Marquee. This is the Eastern bracket. I don't even know if Sir Tag is playing in the challenge. But he's certainly not on this side. Now stop spamming, silly. Or I will time you out for being a silly Billy spammer whammer. So, Demas is Igor, maybe? Demas is not Igor. But Demas certainly showing what Igor did. Yesterday, Igor ran this deck not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 times out of 5, 4 times in a row. Michelle asking, do I have a creator code? Great question, Michelle. Use code RICH in the shop for all of your Clash Royale purchases and things. And I get a little piece of that. And I promise that I will spend it on something important like pizza. Maybe even a trip to the Magic Mountain, the local roller coaster theme park. You know, something really critical and important that helps the world. Hog into the right-hand side. Everybody ganks it till Rich calls you a silly Billy spammer whammer. It's true. It's true. It's actually how they caught Al Capone, the notorious American mobster. They called him a silly Billy spammer whammer. He just gave up. Yeah, Dima's plays for Team Liquid Academy, as someone's noting in the chat. Yep, you are correct. I don't know, actually. Aryaman, I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Hog into the left-hand side. Valk Muskie in front of it. This Hog's going to do some work, man. Cage gets in at the last second, but that's only going to be 2 Hog shots on the left-hand side. Fireball in. Ooh, boy. 1 Hog shot. Oh, I got it wrong. It was just 1, but still. Pretty good. Solid Brawler Heal Spirit push. This Brawler should get a shot. Nope, Snowball comes in. Did Igor lose yesterday? Yes, he did. He lost to Jupiter King in the first round. A quick trick question to ask. Do I see myself as a content creator or a CRL caster? Well, I guess I'm both. I see myself as a caster before being a content creator. I mean, CRL being one of the things I cast. But I would definitely see myself as a caster before content creator. Especially since most of my content is me casting competitive Clash Royale. How old are the Barbarians? The Barbarians are all 32. Because they are all clones of the same single Barbarian. Final 30 seconds. Hog into the left-hand lane. Royal Giant just has not been able to break through so far for Soloman. The Heal Spirit has not been able to get going. And now Hog opposite lane, that's going to be it. Or opposite direction to be it. There you go. GG. Well played. WEDGM struggling today. The NoTilt World Championship proving a big challenge. Game number 1 goes to Dimas. Can Igor play again? Yes, he can, Karthik. Anybody can play again. If you did not qualify, you can play in another bracket. Which CR's player surprised you the most this year based on gameplay? That's a really good question, Tristan. Let me think about that for a minute. That's a really, really great question. You know what? I'm gonna say Samuel Basoto. I know he's a great ladder player. I was excited and kind of surprised to see him get it together for in CRL and to be able to play well and competitive. But you know, you can't count out Trainer Luis as someone who can really help a player get themselves ready for this level. Is Belarus in the east or west region, Lapicati? I don't know. I don't know. Ladder greater than CRL, says Lightsama. I am much more interested in CRL than I am in ladder. Everyone has their own thing. I only pay attention to ladder. I pay attention to ladder a minimal amount. I check it out in a season, mostly to see how the CRL players did. Air Surfer. That's a good call there. Silent Noises. Air Surfer being able to get to this level in competitive. You know what? That's probably a better call than the one I said. But you're just waiting for Air Surfer to figure it out. And being online definitely helps, of course. All right, so Soloman running the high stinky cheese. Big yuck. Adam, I love you too, in a very personal way. Well, let's sit back, relax, and see what Soloman does as he keeps getting pushed here. Of course, when you're playing E-Golem and Battle Healer, you can basically lose all of your HP. You can actually lose all 3 towers, I've been told, and still win the game. Jorgen saying that Demas is the best Mega Knight player in the world. Interesting assertion. Well, Kasim, I'd say not because we're all here watching it. But, you know, do you? And there goes the big pile of pink goo to the right-hand lane. We'll see if the early lead Demas has built is enough to be able to play defense and get this one down. And there goes the Mega Knight. Mega Knight, Smelly Dragons, Delivery, and solid single target DPS from the Musketeer. You can see that Demas able to shut this one down on the right-hand lane. Get a second Mega Knight down. And that's going to be a GG well played here. Going to be 2 up, 2 down for Demas to open this thing up. Now with match point. This is a rough going so far for WDGM. GG, well played. Should Heal Spirit get a nerf? Maybe. Animals. Can I explain the 4 stages shown on my screen? All right, yeah, the stages. Stage number 1 of this event was the 20-win challenge. You participated in stage 1 most likely. From that 20-win challenge, about 3,000 players worldwide qualified for Stage 2 by winning the 20-win challenge, 3,000 plus. Stage 2 is a series of 16 up to 1,024 player brackets. 8 in the Eastern region, 8 in the Western region. 16 brackets. Stage 2 brackets will each crown 1 champion. We're trying to crown our 2nd Eastern champion today. 2nd of 8 Eastern champions. So there you go. That's Stage 2. Stage 3 will feature the 16 Stage 2 champions. I believe in a round-robin format competing within their regions. And there, did I win the 20-win challenge? Absolutely not. How large is the stream delay? I think pretty short there. Pretty low delay. I don't have a big delay set. I don't have a delay set on there, I don't think. Hey, Rich, how you doing? Says Anvesh. I'm exhausted. It's way too early to be awake. Will there be any rookies coming to CRLS fall in the fall season, says Ask Animals in the Trovo chat. Animals, not sure. I've heard no information. Will I do a giveaway today? Not today. I don't know what the background music is, Haru. I think right now this is just the Clash Royale background music. What do you think about Oyasu's 2.6 game player? Worst in the world. Oyasu is the single worst 2.6 player to ever exist, and that includes people who just picked up the game today and were just told what 2.6 is. No one has ever played 2.6 as poorly as Oyasu. There's my answer. Which bracket is stronger in my opinion, West or East? I think probably West, just based purely on participation. Did they ask you to cast this? Yes, NoTilt asked me to cast this. So everyone with 20 wins are playing in the brackets in Stage 2. If they choose to play in the brackets, yes, Sashin. If they're not required to. No one's at their house with a gun to their head saying, play in the bracket in Stage 2. But they are, everyone who won the 20-win challenge is been invited to the bracket. Yeah, no, at Logtree, it's clear. I think anyone who knows Clash Royale agrees that Oyasu is the worst 2.6 player ever, and that includes my grandmother, who's never played Clash Royale. Do you think the battle changes will be sparking interest in the free-to-play community? No, I don't think this changes that in any
don't think it changes that in any way. Because there are nerfs and buffs in every balance change. I think that's a spurious question there. Shivank. Sounds like you're upset that your deck might have gotten nerfed. Potentially. Remember, it's a across-the-board spell reduction to tower damage. So, who I think is the best CRL East player? I don't know. I have my personal favorites from CRL East who I like a lot. But hi Rich from India. Hi Surya from America. Tom is full-time Brawl Stars. Yep, that's correct. Over on the Trovo chat. Will there be a tourney after this? No, after this, I'm going to go and sleep forever. I'm so exhausted. Interesting Graveyard Musk deck out of Soloman. I don't know how I feel about Heal Spirit in a Graveyard. I understand the reason here to give a little bit more support to the bridge battle so you can get across, especially get that Musketeer across after the Graveyard's already down. It's a weird version. Madi, I believe the number is somewhere around 3,000 something. I don't know what it is for East, though. Really excited for Moogie. What do you think, Rich? Is Moogie going to be on Dancing with the Stars this season? Is that what's happening? What's going on with Moogie? Do people read sarcasm online? And oh my gosh, just like that. Demas takes it. Soloman gets swept 3-0. And neither WEDGM player moves on. Lawler asking, is there a Western bracket later today? Yes, there is. I'm not casting it, but there is one. If you could be a one-deck wonder, what deck would you choose? Asked Tristan. I don't know which one will get me wins at this point. My thoughts on Boss Ray and CRL East. Good for him, man. I'm excited. It's always great when a young guy gets an opportunity like that. I hope he makes the most of it. $3,000 means 3 brackets. No, Chinmei, because it's not. That's not the format. Because those 3,000 people qualify into Stage 2, and they can go ahead and play as many rounds as they want. They can play in each one. So, you know, since only one person qualifies from each bracket, if you don't make it in the first bracket, you can play in the second bracket. Light Sama. I don't think so. Is there an English caster for later? Yes, for the Western bracket, there will be one. When does the CRL East season start? I believe on August 15th, everybody. Background music right now, Haru. I believe this is just the CRL music, but remix. Coffee, because I need it. When is the third East bracket? The brackets are on the odd numbered days. So today is the 3rd, right? Next one's on the 5th, then on the 7th, etc., etc. Yep, you're correct, says Shivank. Rip, my log bait Icebow, my Mega Knight is level 10, not good for 6K trophy range, it gets level 13. Well, first of all, Shivank, Mega Knight's boosted this season, so have fun with your Mega Knight. Number 2, I have no sympathy for you being an Icebow player, so you can take those tiers and hand and pass to me, I'll drink them up. And if you're a Rocket Cycle bait player, I have no sympathy for Rocket Cycle being nerfed. Switch to a different version of log bait. Surya, why are you putting someone else's Morton on my stream? Guess what, Surya? That's gonna get you a timeout. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I like Morton plenty. Why are you spamming someone else's code on my channel, Surya? Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's see. Well, I don't know who the casters will be for CRL East in the fall, Animals. I have nothing to do with CRL East other than watching it and maybe making some content based on it. This is the laziest commentating I've ever done, by the way, guys. Maybe not the laziest, but certainly up there. I'm just very tired. But I'm enjoying being here. Let's see.
Alpha Moriarty saying, I'm sorry, but it's infuriating to watch Demas win. Doesn't know what he's going to use, but they'll put extra effort to make a deck that will let them win easily. Huh, okay. Who's casting Stage 2 of West today? Not sure. Who is casting for CRL West? Straight. Me. And Andrew. That's what we do. We cast for CRL West. We'll cast for CRL West as long as there's a CRL West. If there were a code-rich Slaton, I would use it. Well, Jiang, let me go ahead and show you there. Code rich in the store. There you go. Use my code in the store. Throw me a little bit of money so I can put it to good use. Every time you use code rich in the store, guess what happens? The player that's hard countering you gets a cramp in their left hand. Doesn't make them lose to you, but it means their hand hurts for the rest of the day. Use code rich in the store. What have I been up to since CRL? Doman, doing the same thing I always do. Casting Clash Royale content. Interesting fact, Lightsama, you're bringing nonsense to the chat. I don't know what you're doing, but you're also timed out. Bye. I have no mods today. Who's casting the next World Finals? Well, in English, me, Justin. Guys, here's an answer for you. If there's a CRL West event and / CRL World Finals, Andrew and I will be casting it. That's just what we do. That's our job. So when everyone asks me, like, ooh, I almost died there for a second. Well, if I die, I'm not casting it, guys. That's actually important to know. Rich, are you a pro wrestler? I could be, except for my back problems. Why don't I have mods Savage plays? Usually I do. I don't know where my mods are today. Any have legit codes? Not Rich. Selbs. Selbs. That's a legit code. Go put it in there. How's your day, Rich? Hope you're doing great. I'm exhausted, but it's fun so far. It's good to hang out with you guys. No, guys, I'm timing out people on. For those of you in the Trovo chat, hey, guys, go to the Trovo chat. It's way more chill. I guess the YouTube chat's not bad today, though. But will there be another match? Yes, there's one more match, guys, coming up. It's going to be the finals of this bracket. It's going to be Dimas and Pandora. Yeah, no, YouTube got timed out, guys. He was casting English East. No idea. I look 23 years old. That's a good lie, but thank you, Stephen Hunter. Appreciate it. How many trophies did I have last season? I forgot to push. I forgot the season ended last night. I forgot to push. I woke up and I saw all the tweets about the ladder, and I was like, wait. With all the casting I've been doing and stuff like that, and then family stuff, I just forgot the season ended last night. So big rip on me this season. I think I finished at like 5.8 or 5.9. Trovo saying, Rich, who would you bet on to get through the remaining tournaments? One player from East, one player from West. One player from East. It's an easy call, Igor. And one player from West, the Goddard. Yeah, oh, Lawler came out with it right as I said it. So there you go. Let's see. Bring Yersin to CRL as potential with 2.6 hot cycle. I don't believe even the good 2.6 players don't play 2.6 in CRL. Playing 2.6 in CRL is usually a bad idea. Everyone knows that matchup, top and bottom. CRL isn't that. I mean, not CRL. 2.6 isn't that strong right now. Rich, do you enjoy travel? Fabio, I enjoy being where I've arrived. I don't enjoy the actual act of getting there. Here we go. Winner here qualifies to stage 3. And high mortar from Dimas to open up on the right-hand side. Tesla in response. Looking like Ice Rocket for Pandora. Yeah, Log Tree, I did wake up and see that. And there's some salt, that's for sure. Guys, I think it's obvious. People asking in the chat.
Oyasu's the worst 2.6 player, Morton's the worst log bait player, and RF is the worst graveyard player, obviously. Jeez. Jivan asking, are the members of Team Liquid in this competition? I believe so. I know that Igor has been competed in the semis 2 days ago. Didn't make it. He'll go back, try again. The MK ban. Oh, I didn't even see that. The MK ban's a solid one out of Pandora. MK and Fishboy both banned here. Surya, welcome back. Behave yourself. Behave yourself, Surya. And just early, nasty rocket cycle. Ugh. Early, nasty rocket cycle. Oh, it's the worst. Will there be any members of Team Liquid Academy that play for Team Liquid and CRL West? Ask Animals. That I don't know. I know that Team Liquid is kind of taking some time to regroup in this offseason. It seems surprising to me that they would replace anybody, and I know that Eric does not want to play with more than 4 players. So who knows? I think Team Liquid will be stronger in the fall, to answer your question, Vijay, because it's a 10-week season in the fall, I believe. We had a shortened season because of trying to catch up to issues with COVID, but we'll have a longer season in the fall, and I think that benefits Team Liquid. So Demas in the lead, and someone, Lawler making a similar comment. I was going to say that you could win this matchup for Demas. Just try to get your miners on when the obvious counters out of cycle, just like that. Perfect. At that point, you're not worried about that King Tower activation. You have to go for it at some point. I'm a little surprised by the offensive mortars here out of Demas. I would have thought playing defensive mortar is the way to go, but instead going right at the bridge. What a nice Dart Goblin. Forces the log out. Solid Dart Goblin from Demas here. Miner goes to the inside one more time. Smart variance here by Demas. Expo high this time, log not in cycle, second Ice Whiz. Prince does get down to pick up the Expo though. That's a smart fireball out of Demas. A light connection, this time defensive mortar one more time. Solid Knight. I believe that will pick up the aggro and turn the mortar. Yes, it does turn the mortar. Now mortar goes to the Ice Whiz. He goes towards the Expo. So will that NATO work? It does not. Wasted NATO, and that's going to be a GG NATO, I believe. I believe that that NATO means that Demas wins this one. Rocket trying to cycle it out, not going to be enough. Next fireball, 2 cards away. And kaboom, Demas wins game number 1 of this final. Very, very well played by Demas there. Let me go back, read some chat now that we're in a break. I'm going to actually cast these matches a little more directly now this time, guys. Fabio, Rich, would you ever consider getting the competitive scene in Clash Royale? I'm not good enough at Clash Royale, Fabio. It'd be cool, but I'm not good enough. But I cast a lot, but I cast all over the competitive scene. So there you go. The next CRL final going to be in India. They announced it's going to be in Shanghai, so definitely not. If I could create a new card, what would your idea be? Ugh, I don't know. That's a tough job there, Elion. That's a tough job. Let's see. Are these pros? Depends on your definition of pro. They are not in CRL. They are not on a team salary. How many players qualified for the semis? So here's how it works, guys. Stage 1 was the 20-win challenge. Over 3,000 players qualified for Stage 2. Stage 2 features 8
1,024 player brackets in each region. Players play through those brackets to make the top 4, which is what we're broadcasting today. This is the second top 4, the second semi of those stage 2 brackets. The winner of this will move on to stage 3. The loser can go and try themselves again in one of the other 8, or one of the other 7 remaining brackets. Well, there's actually only, I think, 6 remaining brackets now, maybe 5 that they can compete in. Whatever. Oh, yeah, Wings is fire. Wings is fire, Shivank. Good call. Let's go back and do some casting now that we're here in this final. So let's see if this is the filthy Goblin Giant Sparky Rage deck from Dimas. So far, 2 of the 8 pieces. And Goblin Giant Mini Pack. Here comes the Rage. Not enough elixir. But this is that deck. But Pandora coming out on top. And Dark Prince goes coast to coast as well, so Pandora comes out of the initial exchange with the advantage in damage. They're pretty much perfectly even on elixir. Dark Prince cycled to the left-hand side. Ice Wiz in response for Pandora. Golem high this time. Sparky will shred that Golem apart pretty quickly and be pretty solidly healthy on the counter push. And here comes the Rage. Sparky does not get a shot. Good, well-timed Barb Barrel. Ice Wiz high. And Dimas comes out on top elixir-wise from that one. That Dark Prince does not connect. Good Musketeer now set up to the right-hand side. Dimas does have the ability to switch lanes faster. And King Tower activation, not going to be super effective in this matchup, but every little bit helps. Pandora, though, still putting the damage on the left-hand side. Down to 647 versus the 1170. Remember, though, Dimas does have options. And there he goes to the opposite lane. Goblin Giant, Mini P.E.K.K.A behind. Dark Prince does connect on the left. That's huge. Raged up Goblin Giant on the right-hand side. Just like that, we are very, very close. And Pandora, not that close to a Golem at the moment. So this gets dangerous for Pandora. You want to Golem up, but when do you do it? The pressure is just on from Dimas. Well defended, though. And now it's Dimas stretched a little bit thin. Bats on the left-hand side. Baby Dragon gets in. That's a GG. Well played. It's not the Golem. It's the support troops. Pandora even things up in game 2. So there you go, game number 2 in the books. Filthy, remind you of Clash with Shane. Shane's a good dude. Does he say filthy a lot? It's a great word. Filthy is one of the top 3 words. Filthy, spaghetti, and frump. The top 3 words, guys. You heard it here first. You wanted to see Wings and King of the Hill West finals, yeah? Sure, I get that. I'd love to see that final go all the way to King of the Hill. Would have been fun. It's Pandora, Sayed. He's playing on his mini account. But it's Pandora. Bananas reminds me of Rich. There you go. Strong move. Explain frump. It's a top 3 word, Trainer Taco. What more do you need? Filthy spaghetti in front, the top 3 words. Bilbo wondering how the NoTilt World Championship format works. Well, I've said it a few times, but 20-win challenge, stage 1. Stage 2, a lot of bracket tournaments, 16 bracket tournaments, send 8 people from each region to the next stage. Stage 3, I believe, is a round-robin format. Stage 4, win a bunch of money. What's the format for AMG Cup Stage 2? Viswes, I actually don't know, but we'll be back with the AMG Cup Stage 2 tomorrow. That's pretty exciting. Will you see my message, Rich Slaton? Nope, Tobias, I will not see your message. Well, Shivank, I change my fantasy roster every week like you're supposed to. When does NoTilt start? Savage plays? Probably never. I think there's never going to be a NoTilt. It's not happening. It's definitely not happening right now. What do you mean there's no win trading anymore? There's plenty of win trading still, Jorgen. Show me how they stopped win trading. Do I think Surgical Goblin and Beer are the most innovative player ever known? I don't know. The most innovative players ever known? I don't know. How to join a team for CRL, asks K-Craft. Become one of the top 100 players in the world. Minor wall breakers on the right-hand side. High mortar. So Demas going back to mortar minor bait. Worked well for him in game 1. Reminder, the bands are on the screen. Fish Boy and Big Knight. Both banned for this best of 5. 3 remaining, though. So now best of 5 has become a best of 3. We're all tied up after 2. So there you go. Knight in response to Le Mineur. And high mortar one more time. This mortar, does get picked up by the bomb tower at the last second. A lot of miners for Demas going to essentially the same spot. Yep, it's just code Rich, Degenerative Orange. There you go. Just code Rich. Boom, put that in. Same thing for you guys over on the other side. Boom, code Rich. YouTube, Trovo, whoever you are. Hook a brother up. Mortar gets one shot, does not. Oh, it does get a second shot. That is massive. Zap trying to make room here for this Bats push. And Bats, incoming nerf on those bad boys. Take the lead back for Pandora for a second. Demas takes it right back with a miner on tower. Prince does not pick up the miner. Wallbreaker trying to slide on through. Fireball just barely saves the tower. Demas hanging on by a thread right now. Pressure is on. Bats on defense. Miner goes right to the back. Tries to make room for the Prince to pull. Prince does not get all the way through. But look at that, 229. Log Fireball. Demas, after some amazing defense, what a great Fireball to save the day, wins game number 3. Oh yeah, and you can use that that code in all Supercell games. You can use it in Clash of Clans, Brawl Stars, Clash Royale, Boom Beach. If you're out there booming, are boosted cards going to become a permanent feature in CR? I don't know. They currently seem like it. Insane by Demas, yeah. Is there a West semifinal today? I believe so. I believe there's a West semifinal today, so I would suggest that you watch it. It should be pretty cool. Let me go find who the players are in the West semifinal today. The players for the Western semifinal today: St. Belican, Surge TS, Vitor, and Mostema. That'll be a good one. That will be a good one.
That'll be around 12 p.m. Pacific time. So Demas with the advantage. Match point in this one. Game number 4. Are you late, Check? Absolutely you're late. What's wrong with you? Why weren't you here already? My lord, Check. My lord. Guys, if you're on YouTube, by the way, and you haven't yet, look at that link. Subscribe. Hit that right there. Sub to me. Get a bunch of cool Clash Royale stuff on here. Great BO5s. Other fun content. Great BO5s. Etc., etc. And Demas just riding mortar till the wheels come off. Animals, we get a friend link from you. Friend link is for Trovo subs only. But it is one of the benefits of being a sub is you can watch me tilt on ladder. Since I rarely stream my own gameplay, you have to go and get my friend link and then watch me get frustrated as the pressure builds. Bomb tower low from Pandora this time. Rich, read this code Rich or no Morton versus Jupiter King. Good point there, Georgie. Hey, Mad Diggy, thanks for subbing me on YouTube. Appreciate it. Views on potential CR ban in India. That sounds terrible to me. That would be stupid. Is Trovo out of beta now, Rich? Asked Sandy. I'm not sure, Sandy. Is CR very popular in Spain because Spanish teams? Yeah, Savage plays. CR is huge in Spain and Latin America. Absolutely huge. Mobile gaming overall is really huge in Spain and Latin America. And guys, those of you on YouTube subbing, I appreciate it. But when I talk about the friend link thing, that's for my Trovo subs, like, you know, the paid subscribers on that one. Shinmei, please explain how $50,000 will be given. It'll be flown by carrier pigeon, but purely in gold. So gonna have to hire thousands of pigeons to carry small pieces of gold to the winners. Do I have any access to the dev build? Yeah, but I don't use it very often because I don't do that kind of content. But I do check it out so I can kind of get my head around what's happening next in the competitive scene. Demas trying his best to end this thing here. Currently up 690 to 1359. Pandora trying to keep up with it, but Demas playing this pretty perfect. And that's going to be a tower down left-hand side. Demas wins $1,000. That is so many dollars that now he can use for whatever he wants. Demas moving on in the second spot on East. This could be a pretty big coming out party here. Elion, I've said this many times. I think that if there's a game that you play for hundreds upon hundreds of hours, $5 is worth it. Alpha Moriarty, Igor used the same deck 4 out of 5 times on his side. People be doing that. Worked out for Demas, though. Lewis, your second top 1,000 finish. That's much better than I've ever done. So here we go. Demas joins Boss and Jupiter King in the next stage.
How is the prize pool distributed? Chinmei, if you go back to the beginning of this video, you can watch, and there's a graphic that explains it. I don't know top of my head, but I know that first place with all their winnings gets like $14,500, I think. Yeah, use code RICH, guys. Are we done for now? Other than some little like end of stream things. Yeah, there's no more gameplay right now. I might be back later in the day. We'll see. I might come back and do some of the bracket, some of the 1,000-person bracket. We'll see what happens. Get some sleep. Well, now I have coffee in me. It's not going to happen. Look at some of the action here. Demas was solid today, guys. Did the same thing over and over again. Anbukumar, we see you. Stop spamming that. I'm going to time you out for spamming. Rich versus viewers video ideas. Nope, I don't feel like getting clapped by my viewers again. Do a 10K subscriber live stream. That could be fun. You can spam code RICH. I'm all about spamming code RICH. That's fine. That's not the guy spamming like, oh no, it might get banned in India. Well, then tell your government no. Take up arms. Have a revolution over Clash Royale. Who are the top 4 going to play on the western side today? St. Belican, Surge CS, Vitor, and Mostema. And I believe that will be cast on the NoTilt page. I believe that's going to be cast by Enchant. I believe Enchant's casting that one, so. That's not how you spell rich, dude. Epic code fail. Guys, that's basically it for today. We watched Clash Royale happen. You were here alongside me. We had a good time today, and I wish you the very best. I might be back later today with some of the bracket. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But either way, if I don't see you then, I'll see you tomorrow for the AMG Cup Stage 2 with some big-name players coming out. So that'll be fun. Peace out.